today I'm here to talk about how to make a container stackable herb garden. So we're going to start out with our containers that stack. So this is our first container. This one is really nice, the stackable, because it has a tray in the bottom. So we have our holes, but we have a space tray that would catch any excess water that we have coming out. So we're going to start with herbs. The first herb we're going to start with today is going to be oregano. You can start it from seed, but we know that it's going to take a little while to get established. So we're going to go ahead and use our oregano, our transplants. This one's a little bit, as you see, our transplants get a little bit big. So we're going to take the bottom layer off. We're going to have it where it opens up. We're going to transplant in our oregano. I'm going to put it in the corner so that way we'll allow for roots to go. It's deeper there, but it also allows it to trail off the edge if we need to. So we're going to add our soil, make sure that we have it on each side, that everything's securely placed in and not packed, but pushed down firmly into the soil. So we have our first plant. Our next plant that I'm going to add, that's also a little bit of a trailing, so is at the bottom layer, will be a great one to have, is our lemon thyme. Lemon thyme is a great one to use when we are having a dish like poultry or fish. Lemon thyme's great. It continues to grow. You see it has these really fine, small little leaflets that you can cut off and use. It grows and it mats out and it trails off and it smells wonderful. So it's a great one to add to your herb garden. Now remember, we're going to stack it, so we want to make sure that we're going to the far corners of it as we continue to plant. We're going to have soil in the center, enable a room for it to water, but we're going to continue to turn. We have our oregano, that's great for pizza sauce and for spaghetti sauce. We have thyme, lemon thyme, that we're going to use on fish and poultry items. And then we're going to add to this one, we're going to add the garnish, right? So we're going to add a curly parsley. This one's a little larger, so I'm going to take a little bit of the corners off of it so we make sure that we have plenty of room for it so we continue that growth. We're going to see that we have great roots. We want those roots to go downward into our new container. And with this being angled just a little bit different, being a triangle, we want to make sure that we have plenty of space for our roots to continue to grow. So I'm going to add a little more soil to this one. We just want to make sure everything is firmly planted as a new transplant. So we're going to take our next stackable and we're going to make sure that lines up. And then it's put on our triangle. So now, as you can see, we have our bottom layer, we have our thyme, we have our oregano, and we have our parsley. I'm going to add sweet Majoram, which is very much like the oregano family. It has these long leaves and branching that we can cut off and utilize. It has stems that it continues to grow throughout the season. We're going to add this one in there. Again, continue to make sure all of our roots are going downward. So you can see, using stackables, we have lots of space that we can use. We can go ahead and plant, and it allows for us to utilize that vertical planting area by going upright. I have a mint. We know mint can completely get out of control, right? So containers for mint is a great option to have. This one is a sweet mint. You can cut it for drinks. You can utilize it throughout the season. If you rub the leaves, it smells wonderful. It's a great one to add. And I have one more hole in this one. This one has a pepper, and as you can see, it's already really established on it. So I'm going to utilize this space to plant this patio pepper. It's going to be a great addition to my garden because not only it's a culinary herbs that we're using, on this one, we can add a pepper. This is your own stackable, so you can enjoy it and have lots of fun. If you want, you can even add flowers to your top layer. You could do nasturtiums. You could do any of your flowering annuals to add to it. However you want to do it, it is your choice and yours to be creative and have a lot of fun with. I hope you enjoyed learning a little more about planting herbs. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us at the University of Illinois Extension Office.